was my direct ancestor, and it's only fitting and it's only with respect that if we want to big up the masculine energy, we got to big up the feminine energy. And we know that Queen Mother Harriet and Frederick Douglass were very, very good friends. Some even say may have been cousins, which means I'm related to Harriet Tubman. I ain't gonna even get into that right now. Okay?
Struggle for me, but you cannot struggle with me. You cannot struggle with me. You cannot join my movement. If you want to start a white movement for black justice, be my guest. I will applaud you and support you, but do not require my presence. I will support you, I will advertise you, I will market for you, but do not require my presence and do not come amongst me. Go ahead and fight for me. I do not have to be there. Go ahead. Y'all never do that. Y'all never do that because you're not trying to change nothing for us. You're simply trying to use our struggle to benefit your own agenda. I'm sorry, my political IQ is on max. When it comes to... Listen, you can struggle for me. Anglo-Saxon, Italian, Irish, Southern European, Western European, Eastern European, Northern European. You can struggle for me, but you cannot struggle with me. You can struggle for me, but you cannot struggle with me. You can struggle for me, but you cannot struggle with me. You can struggle for me by going to your own people. You can struggle for me by going to your own institutions. You can struggle for me by going to your own power brokers and forcing them to change. You don't need me to be with you, and you don't need to be with me. You can struggle for me, but you cannot struggle.
Unify the world through everything from music to fitness to whatever other means they have to connect with folks amid widespread quarantining in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. However, Dr. Umar Johnson has dedicatedly used the social media app to try to alienate white people while trying to appeal to his core following hot-tip sympathizers. The most recent example of that came Wednesday when the good doctor, who has been accused of soliciting funds to build a school for black boys that most likely will never be built, recording himself ranting about homeschooling on Instagram Live when he knows that there were some white people watching. His reaction to call them Neanderthals. Johnson was in the middle of explaining to 640 viewers about his block party, which he is in the process for eliminating the haters from following him on social media, when he said he noticed white people watching. Why are there white folks on my live? This is only for Africans, Johnson said, sounding agitated. If you're not black, this is not for you. Get off my feed. I don't even know why that's happening, he said to viewers. Neanderthals wound up being among Twitter's top trending topics Thursday morning because of the viral video that was only the latest in a series of what Bossip calls his most ridiculous clips on the internet. Go to news1.com to see the clip for yourself. This is Ed Paul for News 1. Check out this story and more on News 1.
Assistant principal at a Philadelphia charter school, and then went into private practice as a school psychologist, which I've been doing since then.
I mean, with my audience, which is the hip hop community,
Yes, sir.
education is not always, celebrated. Like when you look
Yes, sir.
at all the biggest rappers today,
Mm-hmm.
like you can name very few that actually finished college.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like the Puffies did a year or two. I think J. Cole, I'm not sure if
Yeah,
J. Cole
J. Cole
graduated.
attended college.
Oh, he graduated?
I'm not sure if he completed, but I know he attended.
See, but that's what I'm talking about. Like in terms of completing college, hip hop doesn't celebrate that. As much as like someone's street cred or stuff
Right.
like that, or sometimes even someone's jail time.
Yes.
Now, what was it for you? Why was it important for you to get an education?
For me, I was the first of my mother's children to get an opportunity to go to college. Also, being a student of Black history, understanding that ancestral struggle for an education, it meant a lot to me. Some of my friends, they transferred out of Millersville University. I don't know if they completed or not. Some of them did. I decided to stay. A lot of us didn't like it at Millersville, predominantly white, Amish context, a lot of racism, not much there in terms of Black cultural affirmation. But I said, I'm here, I'm going to make the best of it, and I'm going to finish. And I think that it was by divine design that my undergraduate institution happened to have had the school psychology program. Because had not Millersville had the school psychology program, I wouldn't be a school psychologist today. I would have been a pure clinician. Now, my doctorate is in clinical, but it's my school psychology certification through which I do most of my work, and as you know, for which my name has been built. So I don't think that was a coincidence. I think we have to understand the context in which African American men are reared, educated, and socialized in America. Education itself is not valued in the African American community, nor is education of African American males valued by the larger political construct. When you look at our community, black males are rewarded only for being athletes and entertainers. They are not rewarded for being academically excellent. The political structure does not reward them. The religious structure does not reward them. The economic structure does not reward them. I'm also a former school principal, and even in the schools, athletics is given more respect than academic excellence. A mentally gifted child who's at the 99th percentile academically, he may be one of the brightest students in the state or nation, will not get as much attention as an underachieving African-American male athlete who may be failing 3 or 4 subjects in school, but because he has a great jump shot or he can catch a football, he gets celebrated more than the academic